Hello everyone, Devin Clark here from the Saber Trade. I am here just to show you guys a demonstration on the LED installment as well as the decal installment. Both of these are going to be pretty simple and straightforward. I think we're first going to start with the LEDs so you could see how that gets all put in. Some people like to do the stickers last while the stem is attached. We won't be doing that today though. To get the LEDs, I usually just break these things off and pop these things out of here so you don't accidentally damage the strip when you try to poke them out. A lot of times when these things are wrapped up in there like that and you try to just roll them out of the roll, this thing can catch on the strip and give it ugly dents. So I just break off the wheel, just do that. Now, I'm pretty sure all of these strips are coming to you pre-trimmed, but in case they aren't, you may have to take some sharp scissors and trim off the edge of the LED strip with the arrows. This is a pretty common practice in all blade making. These strips are wider than they honestly need to be for our purposes, so we always trim them just to kind of reduce shadows. But before I do that, you would want to prep them by taking off the adhesive sticky. I usually just kind of grab one end. You want to take off all the sticky part. Oh, mine's still on there a little bit. It usually comes off in one piece. This one's giving me a bit of an issue. Usually it doesn't do this. I think this is like an older strip too. Well, in any case, I have a way around that anyway. If you can't get the sticky off, if it's just really on there, we're going to be covering it up. I usually just kind of do that in the opposite direction to relax the strip and make sure it's nice and straight now. I'll do it in the other direction. Okay. So depending on where you want, if you want to desolder this beforehand or not, for this demo, I'm really just going to trim off the end. I'm going to take that top LED off and round off the corners. Lay it down flat so you have the LEDs facing down. And what you're going to want to do is just take some simple clear box tape, pull the strip out, and you're going to want to cover the bottom of this strip like this. So that you don't have any like stickiness. You have this slick surface on the bottom. And then with your X-Acto blade, go ahead and trim that up. And there we go. So when it comes to the arrow side, like I said, most of these strips for you come pre-trimmed, but you can kind of see actually where we have just this like trimming edge on the arrow side that can just be, it can go away. Ta-da! And that's it. Usually just trim it to size, prep the bottom, but the LED strip should only go in one way. Oops. Try to avoid doing that. Those little ripples can sometimes show up. You just want to put in segment at a time. There's usually a catch whenever these two LED strips meet. You just kind of work through it. It'll go through. Here you can actually watch the LED strip go all the way up. Ta-da! That's it. And then, when it comes to the decal, the first things that you're going to need are, of course, the decals, your blade, an application method of your choice. I usually use cloth gloves. You can use a squeegee, credit card, something flat but flexible, and cleaning stuff. 99% alcohol and paper towels, lint-free, are the best. Generally, you can use any type of alcohol and paper towels. You should be fine. Also, something that might be helpful is a blade or some tweezers, like these, just to kind of help you with the application of the sticker. To clean the polycarbonate blade, alcohol is preferred. Make sure that it is nice and dry before you actually do put on the sticker, of course. Now, on these SaberBay blades in particular, there is an inset area. Hopefully the camera can pick it up, but there is some lines right around the perimeter of the blade, and that is going to serve as your guide for the stickers. You start off here, right here, not up here, not in the middle, here. The reason why you want to do that is mostly for alignment, and as well as when you squeegee this way, it helps get out any type of air bubbles, because this is going to be the natural way that the blade bends in here outwards. So you want to work basically with the blade edge facing away from you. You start off by just taking off part of the backer. I usually use like a blade for this, or the tweezers. Just like that. And you're going to want to peel back the backer only about yay much. Now, I will warn you, this adhesive is no joke. This is the strongest vinyl that I could find, that I have tested, and I'm doing that because I don't want these things to come off easily. I want them to last for years, and so far it looks like that they do, but that doesn't mean that they cannot be replaced or refurbished down the line. which is also what I wanted, but I don't want it to be easy to take these things off, otherwise they'll just come off by themselves. So, what you're going to want to do is keep the blade, or at least start it, make sure it gets started nice and aligned. You can fold over this hinge, give you a little bit more room. And this is where I use tweezers or an X-Acto blade, and I just kind of hover this end over here like this until I get, and you can pull it up. If it just sticks once, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. All you really want to do is make sure that this back edge is aligned with this back line that you can see. You may not be able to see it in this video, but you can see it in person. And you want to start it just like that. Peel back another section of the vinyl, and you're going to want to pull it gently and make sure that it is straight in line with that line on the blade. Take your squeegee and you're just going to go down. You're just going to work at it one section at a time. Keeping it straight, one section at a time. I'm pulling the decal just enough to make it taut. Realigning it here, it may need a little bit of adjustment. And that's it. I'm going to do the other side. Lightly wet your rag with your alcohol. Make sure it's nice and clean. Do make sure that you check the blade so that you don't put the sticker over any debris. There may be little scratches in the decal or in the liner from the cuts. So when I was peeling it back, it tore that. It's fine. You just have to be cautious and aware of it. If you do want to use the glove methods, I just use 2 fingers, firm pressure. Ooh, there's a hair right there. I got that off. bubble free. All the way up into that inset area, covers up the channel. That's it. Thanks for watching.